Well, hello, parents and carers. Are you ready for school? Is your child ready for school? Because some people are still a bit unclear about what's happening this September. Well, don't worry, because this week's video is all about bringing you clarity so you know exactly what to expect for September and prepare for it. So, this is Let's Talk Parenting, the YouTube channel that brings you the information you need to know in order to succeed as a parent. I'm Veronica Kasenga Fruitful. Subscribe to my channel, share this video with as many people as you possibly can. Thank you. So September is literally around the corner, which means we will be returning to some normality, or rather the new norm as some people are calling it. Now the information I'm going to share with you comes from the government's website, that's gov.uk. It's as accurate and as up to date as it possibly can be, but feel free to check it out for yourself. So according to this website, all schools, that is primary, secondary, sixth form, alternative provisions, school-based nurseries, boarding schools, they should all be returning full-time this September. Not part-time, as I've heard some people say, full-time. So all schools are being asked to prepare to receive children back into school full-time. Now, if you're a parent and you're worried about your child catching corona or even spreading it, don't worry, because according to a lot of research that has been done, the coronavirus is more likely to affect parents than it is children. So we are the ones who are more at risk of catching and spreading it than young children are. Plus, they're a lot more safer in school. Schools are being asked to make sure that as children come back, that they've put protective measures in place. So here goes a couple of things that schools will be doing to make sure that your child will be safe when they get back to school. So every school is being asked to make sure that children will be in small groups and they will remain within their groups at all times. They're calling it protective bubble. You may have heard that term. Number two, make sure children are washing their hands regularly. That is from the moment they come into school, they'll be asked to be washing their hands, and they'll have to keep doing this throughout the day. They will be promoting good hygiene. So things like when they're sneezing or coughing, they are to use tissue and then to bin it straight away. Schools must make sure their buildings, their classrooms, desks, toilets, sinks are all kept clean, and they will be cleaned on a regular basis. They have different start and finish time for different groups just to make sure social distance is taking place. School assemblies will be cut down to small groups instead of the usual large group that they normally have. If your child shows any symptoms of coronavirus, then as a parent, please keep your child at home. Do not send them into school. And if they are already in school, then you'll be getting a phone call to come and collect your child as soon as you can. And you are to self-isolate. School will be supporting you by providing you with remote learning. Children are not required, I repeat, they are not required to wear face masks when they go into school. If they are wearing it when they come into school, they will be asked to remove it. And on that note, children under the age of 11 do not need to wear a face mask, not even on public transport. Check it out. So parents, if you have children under the age of 11, do not worry. They do not need to be wearing face masks, especially when you go out shopping. Number 9, it would be much better to walk to school than getting public transport or even driving. Because think about it, imagine if every parent decided to drive to school. Not only will you be causing traffic, but you may also cause your child to be late to school, which means they may miss their allocated time that they are supposed to be in. Finally, the government is stressing that school will be mandatory as of September. So no excuse of keeping your child at home because of coronavirus. There will be fines for this. Now, onto the more important stuff. So we know that our children have missed out on so much learning over the last 6-7 months. So the government is spending 1 billion. They're putting 1 billion into schools to make sure that they have resources for all the pupils that have lost out on time, and they will be putting in extra resources to support them so that they can catch up on all that they've missed out on. The only question I have is, how are they going to divide this 1 billion between 32,770 schools in the UK? I don't know. But what I will say is, you make sure that your child is not falling out. They are not missing out on what is going to be put in place. Get in touch with your child's school, find out exactly how they're planning to support your child who may have missed out on their education in the last couple of months. The site also did mention that pupils will be doing some kind of tests in order to help the school know exactly where they are with their learning, how much impact the corona has had on them, so that they can put the right support in place. So parents, let's work together with the school in order to make this happen, and also make sure that your child is not being left behind. Alternatively, you can always, if you can afford it, look into putting into place some private tuition, maybe just for a short period of time, to help them catch up on core subjects like maths, English and science, just for a short period so that they can catch up. It might not seem that important right now, but it will be next year when they'll be sitting those important exams that determines what happens to them for their next step. Well, I believe I've shared with you all the important information that you need to know in order to prepare for September. But you also have the option of going into your child's school website in order to see what information they've got available for you to know for September. Thank you so much for watching. I want to wish every parent whose child is returning into school this September good luck. Make sure you work hard, and I'm sure you're going to do really, really well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.